With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Tillery Sports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge for our Saturday Night Truck Series action here for Hrt2Heart Racing as they get ready to go green from Indianapolis IRP, Lucas Oil IRP. It is going to be a ton of fun. We watched this series go through the cars on Wednesday, so now they're going to be out here in the Truck Series, which is getting down to the closure of season number 2, and it's been an absolute blast to be able to see what these drivers are going to be able to just basically finish out this season and maintain some good pace. It's going to be a ton of fun. Here's what's going on today for today's race, presented by Tilleryauto.com. You can check out Alan Tillery by going to Tilleryauto.com. They do have some brand new Chevy, Buick, and GMCs out there. Make sure that you tell them that we sent you over there and that the Hrt2Heart family says hello. Go talk to Scott and all the fantastic folks over there. It's going to be a fun time. This track is just over 2/3 of a mile in length. The weather looks as such. Track temperature at 78 degrees Fahrenheit out of the Claremont Raceway area there in Indianapolis, right outside of Indianapolis. Buchanan weather report looks as such. 120 laps for the drivers. Again, 4 tire changes, 1 fast repair. The 78-degree air temperature is big. Humidity is going to be nice and easy. 45% humidity for the drivers. Partly cloudy skies. Won't pay too much attention to that because of the nighttime and the 2-mile-an-hour wind. Will not shake up the trucks too much. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you to all the drivers who tuned in tonight. Thank you to all the folks out there. Welcome in. I like your name, Who Cares Radio. That's pretty awesome. Much love to you. It is a good time. And see, everybody can see you. What's up, James? Hopefully you're having a good night. I appreciate everybody out there putting in all the action. Thank you to everybody who's there. We're all good. We're all good on this side. I appreciate it. Again, thank you to all the new followers out there. Not really. Don't put the bot messages in there. We don't want to see that. We want to see everybody get out there and enjoy themselves. Yeah, we do have Restream out there. Restream will allow YouTube and Twitch chats to integrate. I do believe everybody should be able to read most of everything on Facebook. It is kind of the way life presents itself. That's for darn sure. So thank you to everybody for being out there. We do have driver cams tonight presented by Beef Jerky Unlimited. Go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Check them all out. That's Dudley. He's out there using the restroom, doing his thing. He usually gets things rolling. There's Bud Light Mike. He's going to do paint scheme. Much love to Bud Light Mike and all he does. Let's see. There's Scott Casadave and his big setup. He is ready to rock and roll as well. He is current leader in points coming in today's race. Brad Dove ready to rock and roll as well. Good Merkin flag behind him, and we appreciate him being on the driver cams as always. Out there running the Mark Retchen paint scheme. Mark did send me a message earlier, so we did get to catch back up on what's going on there. It's Greg Langford, the Seattle Carpets masterful racer. Is going to be out there looking pretty darn fantastic in his purple Hrt2Heart Racing shirt. There is another one. There's BJ Lane. He is going to be ready to rock and roll as well, trying to get that 99 up there inside the top 3. That's always a goal for him every single week. He's ready to rock and roll. Of course, league owner. There is Ryan Frode up there. I like the new way he set up the setup. I got the camera there as well. He's got some help behind him, and we appreciate all the fine folks getting out there and knocking down the race line and doing their thing. Chris Roberge, the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. He is an absolute legend. We're going to make that a little bit bigger for everybody because that's the way it is. That's where it's supposed to be. So there is Chris Roberge. He's ready to go. He sits second in points coming into today's race. And there is, I do believe, it's Benny Jones. He's ready to go. We'd like to see Benny out there rolling in the race line. I think that's Churchy. There is Robert Church. Robert Church ready to go as well. Hoosier Tire Racing. I do like what he's got going on with the Hoosier Tire Racing flag. It's part of the Chop Shop fam as well. All right. Here we go. Starting grid presented by Alan Tillery, auto.com. Here it is. It is going to be Rusty Robinson as your pole sitter. Cassidy is going to be your outside pole sitter. Roberge, Michael Butler going to make up row number 2. Greg Langford, Robert Dudley, row number 3. Bud Light Mike and BJ Lane III going to make up row number 4. Brad Dove, Dan Cullison in row number 5. Dan DiPaolo is going to be there with Benny Jones in row number 6. Row 7 will be Robert the Bones Peters. We'll have William Martinez outside row 7. Robert Church, Daniel Lau there, row number 8. Joe Flack, Steve Harrison in row number 9. And then Ferroni's going to be there in 19th. I am not in the race. I had to register so that way I could RC with everybody. So we will not see that. So we'll have 19 drivers into today's race, and I will finish dead last. That's what's going to happen. Thank you to Buchanan Resort as well for being on board with these drivers. Buchanan Resort located just 12 miles east of Paris, Tennessee. You're going to be able to go over there and get your relaxation on, especially with the later part of the summer. That's going to be a perfect time right before school starts to get out there and go check out Buchanan Resort. If you go there, you're going to see Rusty Robinson. He's going to be able to take care of you and that whole fam out there. So make sure that you go check him out again. BuchananResort.com. BuChanan. 2 A's in the middle of the ends there. Ike Banana, but Buchanan. That's how you're going to get it. It's going to be a ton of fun. 2 races left of the regular season, and it's going to come down to whether Scott Casadave can have a good race or not. He did win the championship for the Cars Tour here for the Hrt2Heart Series, so he's trying to maximize this. If he has a bad day today, it's going to allow an opportunity for Chris Roberge to close in 40 of those points. Roberge needs to lead laps, needs to lead the most laps, and of course, and always, needs to just have a good finish, needs to win this race, and make sure that Casadave has a bad day, but to do it in the racing circuit. Make sure to keep chats all friendly. We appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you to Budgie for being our moderator out there on our platforms. Thank you to Jess for being out there as well. All of these drivers are absolutely amazing. The leagues are absolutely amazing. iRacing is your platform for sim racing. We're ready to go. How about it? We go green flag racing for 120 laps here in IRP. Five on the run. Casadave up to the high side. Roberge trying to clear Butler. Butler's going to be there to the outside. We'll see how the inside lane fares out early on as the driving zone's going to work. 8 still trying to push the outside lane here. There's going to be a lot of horsepower, but you're going to get freed up real easy as the 98 is going to be clear of the 8. They'll drop into the corner. Dudley right behind. Short track racing goes a long way to help support the fans of short track racing. So make sure that you get out there and you support your driver by telling who you like and who you love. And I want to know what's going on. Brad Duff here off 1. DiPaolo goes down to the bottom side. A little Hrt2Heart SE racing machine there for Dan. See the 74 side by side with Brad Duff. Fastest lap of the race, 21:98, ran by Rusty Robinson, who has a 7/10 of a second lead over Chris Roberge. Benny Jones rolling DiPaolo off the racing surface. That should be a caution. Caution will come out here. And thank you to Premier for giving us all that action. Here's what happened. 74. Lost it to 12. Oh, missed it. Dan got up into... We'll take a look at what happened here. Yeah, they just met. Little racing deal there. They met in the corner. Met in the corner. That's all that happened there. So we'll see. Back, take a look one more time here. Dan Cullison off the corner. That's part of what happened there as well. The 25 rode to the high side. Does have the 74 to the bottom. 99 taps the wall. All of that happened. Caution's going to happen. Caution's going to happen. All right. right. 'Tis the way to the world. So Dan's going to be jumping to pit road. He's going to be looking to get that fast repair taken care of. It's going to be a couple of laps down, but should be able to get that fast repair worked out and hopefully be able to get back on the lead lap. Lots of things can happen on a track like this. IRP is a short track. It is something that can be a pain in the tuchus when it comes to trying to make the passes. But early on, you kind of have to just let the tires wear out. You gotta let the race line come to you. It's an interesting factor here. Benny Jones is going to be up to from 10th on back, basically all the way to Ryan Perotti. They're going to be up 2 spots. Dan Powell is going to be off 7. So is Dan Cullison, who again is on pit road because of the contact there. There's it was just a racing deal. Just a racing deal. I don't think that anybody really pushed out of the corner there. Much love, Budgie. Thank you to Dove out there. Let's go racing. Much love to you. Good luck to the drivers. 69. We'll see you at Las Vegas. Much love to you. James, I hope you're having a good night out there. Hope you're relaxing. I know that Bobby Joe is out there at a fishing tournament, so hopefully Bobby Joe's having a good night as well. We appreciate everybody. What a good scenario here. Robinson, Cazenave, Roberge, Butler's going to be your top 4 here. Dudley's the only driver up 1. Langford is going to be off 1 from the start of the race, but he's going to be digging out of that spot. You're going to see the outside lane be able to be aggressive early, but again, the object here is to be able to save tires and be able to save a little bit here toward the end of it. You're going to be able to run a lot of laps, but we might see a lot of drivers split this thing in half. It'll depend on what needs to happen. Those stages for the drivers, which is a good thing because now it's just a flat-out race to the end. Lights are going to be off of the pace truck. It is going to be a ton of fun. We did watch North Wilkesboro be a blast last night all the way up until the end of that race. You definitely want to make sure that you're taking advantage of the flat surface here. Banking is going to be hard. It's going to be about who's going to be able to push as much as they can. 5:14, 98.8, 49.07. Bud Light Mike back in tow, ready to go. Green flag. Lap 9 underway. Rusty Robinson digs the corner. Roberge in tow to the 14. 8 rolling as well. Everybody lined out right now. 3 and 4 wide back here. 55 of Robert Church went to the inside. There's the 4 up high. Daniel Lyle. He's William Martin ahead of him. A restart there, not showcasing the pace that some of the drivers have, but I tell you what, again, when it gets single file out here, it's going to be all about who's going to be able to manage. See Daniel Lyle ahead of Robert Church. Church able to make that stick there as he'll look to the inside. Outside lane's going to be able to deliver here for just a little bit, but it will eat those tires. So you gotta have to find your pace and find where you're going to drift up. Church double braking there for Daniel Lyle. Now Church back to the inside. See the 4 kind of dig here. We'll have to maybe look to the outside. Went to look to the outside, but the 4 of Daniel Lyle on the corner. Seeing a lot happen here. Big momentum. Bud Light Mike carrying with BJ Lane out of the corner. A lot of action all over the racetrack, just waiting for it to settle down. Rusty Robinson, half-second lead over Scott Cazenave. Chris Roberge right behind. Roberge has been pretty steady with the short tracks. Is going to be right there in the braking zone of the 14. We'll see 0.6 of a second here with a little bit of clean air for Rusty Robinson. And now Dudley trying to make that happen as well. Butler's going to be in 5th here. You see Greg Langford trying to shoot the bottom side of the racetrack. Tires are going to be a factor. That's a big factor as they go side by side. DiPaolo gets himself a spot, drops down to the bottom side. You see the 50 of Peroni here. Try to maintain his pace. Outside lines delivering a good defense. But Ryan trying to make that happen. Dan Cullison back on the racetrack. Is going to be 3 laps down. Would be looking for a caution at any particular point to get one of this. As long as he stays out of it, he should be fine. But there is an opportunity here. He does have he's going to have a little bit of extra tire. Could have a little bit of an extra a little bit of extra on that truck, so he'll be able to run a little bit longer, get a couple of those laps back, and maybe hope for an up to a 4:55. Oh no, caution will come out. Daniel Lyle involved here. We'll have to take a look. We have to go back to Daniel. That was Dan DiPaolo there. We'll have to take a look. Here's the 4 of Daniel Lyle here into the corner. Church trying to get to the back bumper. He's all over the back bumper. Oh, and just braking there. Church unable to avoid that one. And then Daniel gets up to the high side, gets a little bit of nose damage. So he'll come to pit road. Oh, no. Church had been trying to work. Trying to get himself around the 4 there. Daniel Lyle did have a little bit of nose damage there for both the drivers. So we'll see if Church stays out. Looks like he might stay out here. Rusty Robinson will lead him around. Second caution of the race. The braking zone's different for every driver here. As we'll see, there's Benny Jones down to the bottom side. Keep the tires clean. Maybe just keeping everybody to check. And I got to fix something. It's going to stay on the bottom side of the racetrack. Second caution of the race, 17 laps in. As it'll be Rusty Robinson out front. Castaneda's going to be second. Roberge will be third. Here comes Dan Cullison. He is going to be your lucky dog. Daniel Lyle will be... Technically, Daniel Lyle was still on the lead lap there. We go back and take a look here. Daniel Lyle, when he backed up here, I have to take a look at where the pace... Flips it around here. There's Rusty Robinson right there. Oh, man, Mr. Van Nest, much love to you. Need to make sure that I'm on race control. Drivers, I'm going to send Daniel Lyle back around. Daniel Lyle should be on the lead lap. iRacing screwed that one up. All right. Daniel Lyle should have been on the lead lap there. Well, even with the pace car, the pace truck hadn't even been there. Even though the leaders had passed him, he should still be ahead of those leaders. Even down on the bottom of the racetrack right there, being moved around, he should have been put ahead of those drivers, and that's just a bad situation there. So Daniel Lyle back on the lead lap. We'll start at the tail end. Dan Cullison's going to be right here as well. Rusty Robinson, Scott Cazenave. It will be lights off as we go. Here we go. And we'll be back to 2x2 here for every one of the drivers. All right. I'm RC at the same thing. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Mike. Much love to your sister. Dan, because I gave you the wave around, it should put you at the tail end of the field. Mike, much love. All right, we get all situated. I'm RC, and at the same time as calling a race here, folks. That's what we do. Thank you very much, Dilligaff. Much love to you, Budgie. Thank you for being out there. We're green. Oop. Rusty blinked a little bit there. He's good, though. Cazenave down to the bottom. I'm sorry, up on the high side. Roberge down to the bottom. Let me get the right name here. Rusty Robinson out front. Cazenave in second. Roberge third. Dudley's going to be up a couple of spots, able to get to Greg Langford. Butler drops back a couple of here as drivers go to work. You see BJ Lane with a little blink there. This track can be a Blinky McGee. And we can always appreciate that. So 2 to the It's William Martin up 5. He and Joe Flack are going to be your biggest movers in the race right now. Joe Flack in the 91. Making good preparations for this racetrack. 74 DiPaolo back to 13th, off 2 from the start of the race. James giving some love to the 99 right here to work the outside lane. A wall tap there on corner exit. He's fine out of the back straightaway. We'll see him right where he started in 8th. Butler's going to be back to 7th here. We'll see if he tries to deliver. Oh, caution comes back out. Dan Cullison looked like he was involved. Benny Jones, Dan DiPaolo. Is what happened here. Braking zone for the drivers. Oh, 74. Dan DiPaolo got wrapped around there. Just got into the braking zone there. That's all that happened. He got right behind Joe Flack and just heavy braked around. Man, oh man. All right. And Dan was not going to get the lucky dog there, which is unfortunate for him, because he got contact from the caution. And that's really unfortunate, because you try to do everything you can to keep the truck clean. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. The caution sometimes can fall in your lap. Now, Daniel Lyle, it was unfair for him to be where he was, but Dan Cullison should be the next driver looking for that lucky dog. Just got to keep that nose clean. So Apollo's going to be on pit road. He went ahead and towed there. Benny Jones is coming off pit road. Benny Jones 3 laps down. Benny might have some issues going on. I don't know if he has some VR issues or something happening there. We'll have to take a look. Let me take a look at the control room, make sure he's good to go. He's fine. He's fine. Everybody's fine. All right. Let's take a look. There's Dudley, my Roll Tide friend. He's working. He's working hard for that money. That's what he's doing. Well, I don't know if there's any money involved, but, that's kind of the way it goes. Roberge is going to be just ahead of him. Let's go through our drivers here. Check up with Bud Light Mike and all he is doing. He's ready to go. Third caution of the race here, lap 27 being completed. And I do believe we should be lights on still. Yeah, lights are on the pace truck still. Waiting for it. Letting everybody come to pit road, get the damage they need. There's Cazenave, who sits in second here, looking to try to make more happen out of this. The Alan Tillery Chevrolet driver giving the action. This race can present itself to be a pretty heavy race. Try to make sure that he is doing what he can to keep the nose clean, keep the truck clean. Again, running the Retchen paint scheme. Prayers for Alan and all the and the whole Retchen family. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you for getting a hold of me. Thank you to Bollinger for getting a hold of me about what was going on there as well. Greg Langford, having a good day. Get everybody rolling. Dun, 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 dun. There's BJ Lane III. Everybody trying to do what they can to make this one happen. There it is. Big wave from BJ Lane III there. They're going. We're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Lucas Oil, IRP. Back at it. Green flag. Good restart for the 5 and the 14. Cazenave trying to work the outside lane. Dudley gets a huge boost here. 14 trying to go to the lead. Rusty Robinson down to the bottom side. Rusty has been, it's going to drift up the race line just a little bit. It's going to double brake. Trying to take the corner exit here on the 14. 5 doing a great job. Cazenave trying to battle back here out of turn 1. 31 of 120 being completed, just over a quarter of the way through the race. Is now the 14. Tries to travel the outside. Going to keep the 5 pinched down. 14 trying to clear. Rusty goes back to second. Rusty Robinson had the restart time there, but Cazenave had the number there as well. Oh, baby, hold on to it, Dove. And a little shaky there. As we'll see, Dan Cullison just ahead of these drivers who need to keep the truck clean in order to get the pass off. Cazenave, Rusty Robinson, Robert Dudley, Bud Light Mike, Chris Roberge back to fifth now. As every one of these drivers now will have to try to work forward. We talk about the short sprints. Aggressive moves are going to be made early. That's something you want to see. Bones back here in the 3 truck. Trying to catch up to the drivers ahead of him. William Martin on the flat surface in 10th. Joe Flack is going to be right there. Up 6 is BJ Lane still trying to make the outside lane work. Butler. We'll see a crossover for the 99. Can the 99 get back to the throttle here as he goes back to 8th? Steve Harrison of the 5-1, first driver. Last driver on the lead lap. Cullison's going to be 2 laps down. Benny Jones 3 laps down. He's going to be looking to try to keep himself moving forward. Perone's going to be right there in that 5-0. To the 25 and the 12, trying to work around each other here. And Cullison up high. Dove trying to work. As he and the 12 try to work into the corner. 12 up high, able to defend. Daniel Lyle, the driver ahead of him. Joe Flack sees Robert Church ahead of him. Everybody doing what they need to do. Good battles throughout the racetrack. 4 try to go to the inside of the 9-1, 12 to the outside. Outside lane is prevailing here. 4 a little free. As Cullison tries to work his way back around as well. 25 to the outside. Daniel Lyle down to the bottom. It's unique. We watched the outside lane be as prevalent as what it is. Half second with some clean air here for the 5 of Robinson, trying to close back into Cazenave as Dudley tries to search for the bottom side of the racetrack. Second and third lane working for every one of these drivers. 5 working the outside lane. Dudley trying to clear. Just the drive off of that second and third lane has been absolutely incredible to watch. Rusty moving his way up the race line here on the corner exit. We'll see Dudley to the inside, but such a defense here as Dudley will try to slide the corner. Rusty sees Bud Light Mike to the inside. Roberge right there on corner exit. Sees Bud Light Mike to the bottom. Mike closes in the corner. Top 5 all right here. Small blanket, only about a second and a half separating them. Greg Langford sees the 8 of Butler to the inside. The 2000 I-rated driver trying to punish the bottom side of the racetrack. But Greg Langford doing a great job here. And all the drivers continue to move forward. There's the 99. He's a little bit happening in front of him. Part of this race line is about saving tire. Can you back your corner up? How much out of the throttle are you going to be as Dudley tries to close back into Cazenave? In Cazenave, the more laps he leads, the worse off it is for any one of these other drivers. Greg Langford back here. He's the 8 side by side. As the 8 runs the 07 up the race line. In a good way, not in a bad way. 55 of Robert Church. Up 5, biggest mover of the race right now currently. Dudley. 3/4 of a second, try to work. Rusty Robinson. He's the 98 down to the bottom side. 47 up on the high side. 5 doing a great job here of trying to manage what's happening behind him. Now the 98 going to work. So, hold on to it. Bud Light Mike digging to the bottom side of the racetrack. Big momentum for them, but I think Rusty didn't. I don't think Rusty burned his stuff off. I think Rusty is at the point of just managing because he knows that these short tracks can benefit a long run off the corner for the 8. As Butler tries to have the drive off. Butler is he's really sending these corners or trying to send these corners to get himself clear of all these drivers and move his way forward. Michael Butler Started 4th, is back to 5th, has been as far back as 12th. And Brad Dove sitting in that corner right now. Dove off 3, trying to track down William Martin ahead of him. Church is going to be up 5 again. The battle for the lead within a quarter second now as the 49 drops into the second pace. 14:45 of 120 as the drivers go to work. We'll throw it on exciting. Let them have at it as we go green flag racing as these drivers try to defend every one of their race lines. BJ Lane in tow. A lot happening here. Under caution here as we go back and take a look here at what has happened. A lot of drivers coming to pit road. We'll take a look here. Steve Harrison right here. Looks like William Martin had an issue right here. Here's what happened. Oh. Bones. Oh, no. William Martin backwards on the racetrack here. William Martin had Bones. So Bones got a little bit free ahead of him. That's the 3 right there. He was there to the inside of the 5. So if we look at what happened to the 3 here, there's Bones. Good run for both drivers. 3 out of the corner, just a little free right there. 25 runs the outside, gets into the corner, drifts up, gets into the 5 just a little bit, tries to break out of it. And then just Dub was there. 3 was there, just bad set of circumstances for everything. Not what you wanted to see. Bones has a good truck, but he's going to have that thing fixed, so he'll be fine. I think Dan was able to keep that going. He's still 2 laps down, so I want to see what happened to Collison here. Hopefully Dan didn't get any. Let me look at the race control stats here. Came to pit road. Should have been there. So Benny Jones was there as well. Let me see what Benny Jones had going on. Lap 22 cleared his black flag. Should be fine. Did we not have a lucky dog there? Joe Flack on the lead lap. Take that back. I think Joe Flack was one of those drivers there. All right, Roberge is your race leader. Everybody else came in for tires and fuel. We'll see what happens here. Roberge getting the lap lead. It's going to be insane to see. The Saturday Night Truck Series is a ton of fun to call. It's a ton of fun to just be a part of. So we'll see how long Roberge is going to be able to hold on to these tires. But it gave it a lap 50, so we'll see if Dudley carries the outside lane of the restart here. Cazenave will be there on the back bumper. Roberge trying to do what he can here to keep it running forward. Green flag. Roberge, Dudley, Cazenave is going to be your top three. Roberge carrying the corner. A little bit of newer tires going to help them turn into the corner, but a little clean air can help as well. We'll see what Roberge can do here as they roll forward. Dudley rolling. BJ Lane to third, still in eighth. You see the 5 of Rusty Robinson back to the outside. New tires are going to, oh, baby, hold on to it. Caution comes out. Bones having an issue. Bones backwards on the racetrack. Bones right there, got into the corner. All the way down, drifts just a touch up. Rolls the bottom side. Oh, braking zone. Just trying to avoid the 50 of Peroni down there on the bottom. And great job for the accident avoidance. So Dan Cullison should be your lucky dog here. He should be back. He should get one of his laps back. He was the driver just ahead of Benny Jones, who was back here behind the rest of the field. Roberge is the guy who's still out front. We'll see if he's going to be able to manage. 120 laps is one of the few laps, not impossible to make it, but it would be one of those situations that Benny Jones back on the lead, gets a lap back. Hold on. Got to ask a question to Dan, so bear with me here, folks. All right, here, folks. So what I did is I gave Dan a lap back here because under that caution, prior to the caution happening, here's when that came out. Dan, the caution didn't come out here, right? So the 3 drops in the corner, gets here, gets a 0x. the caution has not come out yet, right? Caution's not out. Caution's not out. Now the caution's out. Okay, so here's where the green turns to yellow. So Dan should not have gotten. It should not have been penalized for that at all. Okay, so that's the reason why I did that. He wasn't the cause of the caution. He wasn't involved in the caution. Bones got tight in the corner, got a little bit free. He's freed up. He's good to go. So that's the reason why I did it, and we appreciate it. All right, we're going to go back at it. 98, 49, 14, 47, 07, 8. And we'll see how that happens. All right, ready to go. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, folks. Short tracks are finicky when it comes to these sometimes, so I want to keep an eye on it when it comes to who's supposed to get the lucky dog and who's not. And not to say that Benny Jones doesn't need the lucky dog, because, boy, I mean, he kept himself clean, right? That's what matters when it comes down to that. So Dan Collison, Benny Jones both still have to battle for the lucky dog spot here, and we're trying to make sure. Oh, caution comes back out one more time. Collison, Joe Flack. Oh, no. So now Benny Jones will be your lucky dog. He did save the truck there. Joe Flack, Dan Collison involved in that one. Just got to get him rolling. That's all that has to happen. 91, just tight there. Dan misses that. Bones misses it as well. All these drivers will work on it. Robert still leading here. Shut the truck off and save some fuel. And we'll talk. Benny Jones will be your lucky dog. All right. There it is. Scott getting some shout-outs out there. Much love to you. All right, guys, make sure that you're making way for the lucky dog whenever they're trying to get around the outside there. For the win. What's up, Dan? Much love to you. Benny Jones, your lucky dog. Robert's your leader. All right, real quick, I want to explain what happened during that last lucky dog situation. Dan should not have, and I explained it in the stream, but I did show it in the stream as well, but I can explain it afterwards as well. There was contact prior to the caution coming out when Bones had drifted up a little bit and gave him a 0x. Now, there was a lot of time that progressed that iRacing should have negated that to give Dan the lucky dog there. That contact was not the cause of the caution, wasn't the presumptive of the caution. Dan shouldn't have been involved in that in all technicalities when it comes to what even NASCAR would have said in that regard. So that's the reason why I went with the decision I made to send Dan around. So if you guys have any questions about it, I can show you after the fact. It was a snafu. We've had 2 snafus from iRacing, and I've got it annotated here. So if you guys have any questions about it, I will absolutely show you, okay? All right. Thank you, Dan. I thought it was a good catch. I thought I did the right thing there. I feel like I did the right thing there. You know what I mean? iRacing shouldn't punish drivers, or the simulator shouldn't punish drivers for doing the right thing. Bones did nothing wrong there as well. The caution comes out, middle part of the corner, and when the caution comes out, Dan has already cleared the corner and been away from that situation, and should technically have been the lucky dog in all fairness there. So, but yeah. That's it is. Let's go, man. Team, fingers crossed. Let's go, Church. He says Dilligath. Track back, says Church. Let's go, Driver, says Dan. Saturday's going. Much love to you. All right, we're going. We're green. Burge up into the zone. 68 of 120. 14. Traveling. Oh, no. 49 and 14. 14 with a head of steam. Going to try to drop into the 98 here. Roberge running the corner. Whole lot happening out of the corner exit. 14 still into the back bumper. 98 drops into the corner. William Martin, Steve Harrison having issues. There should be a caution. Why isn't there a caution? Should have been an iRacing thrown caution. Again, catching it here once again there, folks. Oh, 99 to 2. I don't know how iRacing didn't throw that as a caution. Hey. So this happened right up here with BJ Lane, right here. Oh, it just breaks into the corner. Oh, no, Churchy goes around. 99's there. William Martin goes around. I don't have a clue why that didn't happen. Man, oh, man. All right, Roberge to pit road. Bud Light Mike's on pit road. Steve Harrison should be waiting for the pace car. I'm telling you, that was a junked. Who is this? Is that Steve? I can't see a name. Who was that? Who was that? Was that Steve? I'm trying to get a collective thought on this one. All right, I don't know. Oh, William. William, you should be 15th right now. You're on pit road, right? It naturally happened there, so when you come off pit road, you should be right where you need to be. Now you should be back on. You should still be on the lead lap. We'll make sure you're on the lead lap. The caution, iRacing should have thrown that caution. I was pulled over the IRC to make sure that it was worth it there. So I cleared that black flag for the entering pit or the passing under yellow right there. We'll make sure that everybody who's supposed to be on the lead lap is supposed to be on the lead lap. I know. I know. I had to wait for you. I had to wait for you to get off pit road so that way it didn't screw that up. Yeah. All right, folks. Hey. Well, I tell you what, this race could not get any screwer. No, there was just a whole lot happening with iRacing right there. That was an issue. $14, $49, $807, $55, $25. We're going to go back to green flag racing here. 7 laps to go. There's a lot that happened in this race, and that should have happened. So I did deploy the caution on that one. So we're going to go. All right, 14, 49, 807. Rusty Robinson's going to be in 5th. There's the 55 of Robert Church to the outside. Church has Dove in tow. Ooh, baby. 75 of 120 being completed. 45 laps to go here. as Cazenave leads the field. We'll see where Roberge is here. He does have Joe Flack to his outside. There's a couple of drivers in the wall behind. 47 of Bud Light Mike is going to be right there to the outside of Peroni Sr. It's unfortunate that the drivers had to go through that. These things happen, and sometimes the race line or the race happens that way. But, it shouldn't be a punishment to the drivers. We just figure it out and make it work, right? That's exactly what we see. There's Bones to the bottom side. Bones in that 3 truck having a better day now as that 3 rolls up 3. 6 spots gain. I want to make sure we're checking on the drivers here. Daniel Lyle down on the pit road side. Cazenave runs the fastest lap of the race. Daniel Lyle down on the bottom side of the apron. 47 of Mike goes around. Caution will come out here. Hold on to it, Mike. Did not take any damage there. Let's take a look here. 15 of Benny Jones on the back bumper, the 47. Take a look at the corner here. 47 drops the corner. Ooh, has to double brake for the 91. 15 with just a run off here. Ooh, just a little touch there. Then back at it again. All right. So Mike's going to be fine. Daniel Lyle back to pit road. Steve Harrison on pit road as well. And you're still sitting on pit road. All right. Oh, yeah. All right, that's that part right there. Cazenave's your race leader. Dudley's going to be second. Butler's going to be third. Rusty Robinson in fourth. Greg Langford in fifth. He's caution of the race here tonight. Roberge has worked himself all the way back up to sixth here. Bones is going to be up six. Is your biggest move of the race. BJ Lane holding on to eighth here. The Joe Flack doing his job. Daniel Lyle coming off pit road. Stayed on pit road for 14. How is he a lap down? 91 coming off pit road. Cazenave, Dudley, Butler, Robinson, Langford. Your top five. Roberge is going to be in sixth. Bones in seventh. BJ Lane to third and eighth. Dan Cullison's going to be in ninth. William Martin's going to be in 10th. And nothing wrong with it. Daniel Lyle's first driver off the lead lap. Harrison's going to be Steve Harrison on pit road getting the truck worked on. Trying to do what he can. Man. Good job, BJ. Keep it on the wall and not making one. It could have been worse. What's up, Nick Earl? Much love to you. I hope everybody's having a good night. Thank you to all of our fine folks out there watching the iRacing stuff. We have a championship race tomorrow night with the AMP Racing Series. They're going to be releasing their new schedule as well. Also, next week, we should have a new schedule released for the Hrt2Heart Truck Series and their Cars Series. They're going to be coming back for another season on Saturday nights with us. We do have the Sim 500 Series on Wednesday nights that we're going to be running very soon. But big special thank you to Hrt2Heart. They're going to be coming back on Saturday, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen. We have 19 drivers in today's race, 2 races left to go, which is just going to be awesome. Greg Langford there on the bottom side. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to everybody who's out there again. Thank you to all the drivers for having patience with me as well. There's BJ Lane right there. It's a short track. Ryan Peroni. Yeah, he should not have gotten that. All right, we're going. Holy cow, we're green. Joe shouldn't have gotten a flag there at all. Where's Joe? Goes back here. He's on the lead lap. Was that when he came off pit road? He was ahead of the pace truck when he came off pit road. Bones having an issue. Oh, corner. Oh, just freed. Great save by Bones. Great save by the 4. Bones just freed up there into the corner. 9th caution of the race. Daniel Lyle should be your lucky dog here. He was able to save that one. Made that happen. Robert sits in 5th here. And Greg Langford working the inside lane. We'll see. Casaday's going to be a race leader. Dudley's going to be in 2nd. Butler's going to be in 3rd. Robinson's going to be in 4th. Robert's in 5th. BJ Lane up to 6th here already. Langford, William Martin up 6 spots. So Daniel Lyle should be your lucky dog as long as he doesn't get any contact here. I'm double checking everybody. Bones coming to pit road. Daniel should be that guy. We're looking. Yes. Look at that. There he goes. All right. Daniel Lyle back on the lead lap. Bones will be leaving pit road here. Cazenave coming around 3 and 4. Should be fine. Bones is good. A little bit of that nose damage taken care of. We'll check in all the drivers. I'm having a chat. Short tracks are very tough to RC, but I will tell you that it was definitely opportunity. All right, man. All right, folks. This happens, right? Casadave, Dudley, Butler's going to be your top 3. Robinson's going to be in 4th. Roberge in 5th. Butler having a better day, working his way back forward. We'll see if he's going to be able to. They just got to get this thing rolling, and I think that's one of the things that it becomes. You kind of have to test your patience, right, on what you got to do here. A lot of patience will go a long way, but that's the things that happen, right? It's just the things that happen. So yeah. All right. Lamp 88 complete. As 14 flirts with the iRacing pace truck. Be double file here for the 1449. Be 1 to green as we go. $14, $49, $8, $5, $99.07 to $12.15. Collison got himself back on the lead lap. Bones got himself back on the lead lap. He's fine. Daniel Lyle back on the lead lap as well. We only have 2 drivers off the lead lap. They're out there ready to rock and roll. Casadave, Dudley, Butler, and Robinson ready to go. Pace truck is in. Restart zone coming up. They're ready. They're green. Good restart for the 14. Burrs on the inside as well. Butler. Long look at the back straightaway. 8's going to be freed up. 5 on the outside. Dan Cullison just ahead of Robert Church back here. That inside line choking up. 15, able to get that truck worked on. 25 up into, oh no! The 8 goes around. Caution will come out here. And a lot caught in. Holy cow. Michael Butler. Straight up on the, oh. Here's what happened. Butler gets into the corner. Tightens up. Gets a little net code. And then just back into it. And then, oh. Is what happened. All right. Man. All right. Gasney's going to be your race leader here. Dudley's going to be in second. I'm typing out parts of the report here, folks. A little bump draft, low speed bump draft there, the 14 to the 49. There's Rusty Robinson in third. Roberts is going to be in fourth. And we'll make sure that we make an announcement after the race. Their gentle drivers. We're going to be. I'll do a race review of everything after the race, so everybody can see from the overhead view of all the contact and everything that was going on there. So make sure that we're not out there calling each other out. Just wait until after the fact. We'll go over everything, so you guys can have that conversation in Discord. All right. 14-49, Rusty Robinson, Roberge, BJ Lane the third, Greg Langford is going to be on the outside as well. So we're seeing drivers make waves. Biggest move of the race, William Martin up 7. Peroni's going to be up 7 as well. Ryan up to 12th. Oh, Romeo's Pizzeria. Romeo's Pizza 33.com. I don't know where they're at. Go check them out. Green flag. 24 laps to go, presented by C&L Carpets. Thank you to C&L for being a part of not only Signature Esports, but also the fine folks over here at Hrt2Heart. Oh, 98 into the wall there, trying to rip the outside. Hard contact with the right side of that wall. Let's see if he is going to be able to try to push here. Side by side for the 98 and the 5. Good restart for the 5 as well. Rusty Robinson, top 5 night for him. Not a bad night. But here comes Greg Langford trying to work the outside lane. Roberge carrying the corner out into the back straightaway. We're seeing a lot happen back here. Everybody trying to bid for every spot they get. That's one of the things about, they call it caution breeding cautions. As Bud Light Mike settles in right behind, there's Butler there as well. When cautions breed cautions, that's one of the things. It's because everybody has to, they're just trying to, they know that there's a potential, there's another caution coming, 47. These the 55 drive up the race line. There's Churchy back here trying to make do with what's happening to the front of him. Benny Jones able to clear here. Let's go down to Benny Jones's driver cam. He's been the patient driver here. I think he's the 11th camera. I'm not quite sure. Nope. How about the 10th camera? No, that's Churchy. Oh no, Churchy going around. Caution to come out. There's a whole lot happening there. Benny Jones making it happen. Well, it wasn't Benny Jones' fault. That wasn't Benny Jones. I was trying to go to Benny Jones' camera, and I got to Churchy's camera. Churchy goes around, though. Here's a look at out of the corner, bottom side. Oh. Just a racing deal. Carlson back to pit road. Bud Light Mike coming to pit road as well. Benny Jones on pit road. Cazenave will lead him around. Just a hard racing deal. Hold on to the wheel. You know what? We did it last night with some short track. We're just going to do it to everybody here. How about it? A little helicopter award for everybody. Why not? Everybody gets it. Whole field. The helicopter award is not meant to offend anybody, just so you know. It just means that sometimes there's cautions. Sometimes it's fun. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think everybody's on the lead lap. Everybody but Harrison and Dan, of course. Dan, I do love your truck. If you're still out there in chat, I still love your truck, brother. Much love to that truck. Much love to that paint scheme. Who have we not went to driver cams in a hot minute? Let's look. There's Roberge. He sits in third. The nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. Two-time Olympian. There's Brian. He's up 9. The biggest mover of the race. He was caught up in that last one. He's fine. He's fine. They're all fine. Ryan, when you watch this after the fact, you have to tell me where that pizza is from. Where are you from again? Hold on. Jersey. It's from Jersey. Have to ask. Ryan, is that pizza company around your neck of the woods there in Jersey? Okay. All right, there it is. Has Dave from Barstool gotten out there and reviewed it yet? Well, there you go, Dave. Well, I'm out here advocating. Romeo's Pizza. All right, Castane's going to be ready to go. I'm advocating for pizza. 14, 49, 98, 5, 07, 99. 11th caution. We're going to be 15 laps to go this time by. Green flag. Cazenave rolls. Dudley. Roberge on the inside. Roberge all the way through the gears here. Can he make it clear? How about the outside lane for BJ Lane? Dove 3 wide. No. Butler. Caution. Cullison. Flack. And that bumper for Dan Cullison still flying around this racetrack. Oh, no. Corner exit right here. just the 2 wasn't high enough, and the 8 was there. Church involved. And Dan's bumper still Dan's bumper still flying down the racetrack. Man. No. Oh, they say they're going to put unlimited green white checkers. That said no. Oh. Butler. Double check what's going on here. Tell you what, Dan's bumper went far. Dan, I don't want to sit here and poke at it, but I will tell you that your bumper kept flying down the racetrack and went to turn 4. So, man, that was the bumper went crazy. Like the craziest glitch I've ever seen. Well, the bumper went further, but I sent out the invisible iRacing, cleanup crew out there to get rid of it. It was the weirdest, glitchiest looking bumper fly that I've seen. Yep. That's what I described it as. I think it was more of a racing deal on that one. Yeah. That's what we called it. 144998507599. And a whole lot of after action review. Base trucks in. Ooh, don't pass it. Oh, hold on. Careful, Dudley. I'll have to clear Dudley's black flag there if he got one. All right. Ready? Steady. Go. Green flag. Whoa. Good restart by the 5 there. Robinson. Full scent on. Oh, no. 49.5. Oh, door to door. Oh, no. Hold on to it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No caution. They're still straight. Now there's a caution. There's a reason why I didn't throw a caution. Everybody was still going forward. Everybody was still, as much as that everybody thinks that should have been a caution, everybody was still moving forward there, gentlemen. And that's the reason why iRacing didn't throw the caution. Nobody had broken that plane. And apologies if you think it should have been one. There was no caution there. Not until it came out. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's how that works. Oy. All right, let's go see what happened. All happened right here. Corner exit. Oh, big checkup. It was a checkup in front of the 5 of Rusty Robinson there with the contact. Watch the checkup. The Dove shoots the outside. Contact here. Checks up. 5 checks up. 25 shot the outside. 25 goes to the inside. See it now. Everybody's rolling forward at this particular point, right? So let's follow along with Rusty. BJ straightened everybody up. 3 went rolling. And then, just as it would go. Here, let's go to the chase. Yeah, look at this. They're 3 wide, back through the field here. And then the 4's there to the outside. 15, 25, 91, 8's down there. And just chaos. But they were rolling forward. Here it is, first attempt coming up. Green, white, checkered attempt. Yep. Yes, sir, pizza. Go Rusty 5. They were LPA. How you guys doing out there? But I'm keeping an eye on it there, Joe. What is he? Olsen is 2 laps down. All right. Green, white, he's 2 laps down. We're not going to let him get DQ'd on a green, white, checkered. 14, 98, 49, 07, 99, 25. Green flag. Cazenave to Roberge. Cazenave's led the most laps. Has to defend over Roberge. Again, green, white, checkered attempt here. Battle for the lead between these drivers. Every position's going to matter. Every position counts. Cazenave out of 3 and 4. Can they make it around? Caution. Daniel Lyle involved. Cullison involved. Let's see what happened here. Just got free. Into the corner. He did. Just got free into the corner. All right. You church your lucky dog? Yep. Yeah, if they continue to have cautions here, there's no way for Dan Cullison to serve that penalty. He's already 2 laps down, which is the reason. The reason I cleared Dan's black flag because he's not going to be able to serve it with the green, white checkers that are coming up. It wouldn't give him the opportunity to hit pit road before it would DQ him. Right. 14th caution. This is a race. It's been a good race. Been a lot of cautions. Ask the 50 if he delivers. I'll ask him. Hold on. I don't think they deliver. I don't know if he works for him or... I don't know if he works for him. Hold on. Yeah, I want pizza. Let's see if we can get ourselves a phone number here. And you're in the Jersey area. Probably going to screw up my cameras here, but that's okay. Romeo's 33. Giving free advertising here. Free advertising here. 732-308-9100. It is 9:36 here, 9:26 here in the Midwest, so that's to the East Coast. So it'll be 10:26. They might be open. Might be. I mean, they might be open still. There it is. 732-308-9100. Cassidy Roberge. Oh. Keep the tires clear. Do they deliver to New Hampshire? You know, that's what we need. We need a pizza delivery spot that will deliver. I mean, I guess you could Uber it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Jess likes her thin crust pizza. One bite, everybody knows the rules, right? One bite, everyone knows the rules. 1498, 49, 2507. A long night, a long race for the drivers. Tempers flare. Those things do happen. Pitter patter, let's get at a green flag. Second attempt at a green-white checkered here. As Dove tries to go to the outside on Dudley. Langford's going to be there as well. Langford to third. Oh, baby. They're running each other down back here. Cazenave, though, comes around. Dan on the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, no. Caution again. I believe that was the white flag. Man. All right. I don't know if that was the white flag. We'll have to check here in a second. This looks like the caution came around prior to the white flag, so... Oh, man, that was just racing deal. I mean, right there. Don't know how close the race was almost to being over. Hold on. There. Right there. Yep. Well, I think Dan's your lucky dog. Yep. One of those laps back. This Husky guy loves pizza. We love pizza. I just said pepperoni in the back window, not Peroni. It's Brian Peroni. It would fit, right? That's what I was looking at. Hold on. Come on now. Right. There. Wait, hold on. Nope. Still not there yet. Still not there yet. Still not there yet. Come on now. Waiting for the caution lights to come on. That's when the caution lights come on. All right, hold on. Sorry, folks. I'm ruining my cameras here just to figure out when this happened. That's green there. Right. There's when the caution comes out. Oh, no. Scott was, no, it was for the 25. That's when the caution comes out. Wait. So technically, the caution comes out. Scott's already past the line. He already taken the white flag. That's interesting. Daniel had nobody coming at him. They were there. All right. Cazenave, Roberge, Dove. I think this is the last attempt at a green-white checkered here. 14:98, 25:07. Green flag. It is a last man standing match. That's what this is. Oh, baby. Great save by Langford. Working on it. 5 wide. And Benny Jones. Caution comes out. That'll be the end of the race. Cazenave's going to win it. Roberge, Dove, your top 3. Dudley, Martin, top 5. They're going to come around and finish this one off. That's what happens when you push it. So I want to go back. Here's Greg right here. I want to see what happened getting into the corner. So getting into the corner. 07 drops in. Oh, just a little bump to the 2.5. They both get free. They both get loosened up. And a great 7 by the 07. And then net code 4 wide. That was all saved until that point. Poor Greg. This guy gets a win. They'll come across here, and that'll be that one. Race is done, Dan. Yeah, race is done. Cazenave, Roberge, Dove. Cazenave, Roberge, Dove, Dudley, Martin, your top 5. Bud Light Mike, BJ Lane, Joe Flack, Daniel Lyle, and Michael Butler, your top 10. Peroni, Langford, Cullison, Robinson, Church, Benny Jones, Peters, and Harrison, your top 18. Dan, and I'm a winner too. I'm a winner too. I'm 132 laps down there, folks. It was a good race. It was a good race until it became, there's some issues. Lots of issues. So, all right, Cazenave's going to be your race winner here. Let's burn it down, folks. Every league is entitled to a race like that every so often. Yes, sir. Everybody take your breaks. I'll be in there after we get driver interviews done, and I take my little break. Oh, man. Yeah, Scott's got a championship. But he's got, he has to, well, the championship race is next Saturday night, so there's still a little racing happening here. Oh. I'm waiting. They still be 1-2, burning it down. This is your top two in points out there, celebrating together a little bit here. Still a lot of horsepower left of the old 14, I think. Hey. Not much to talk about in tonight's race, man. Other than just every once in a while you have these races. You know what I mean? Yeah, but there was a chance for Roberge to if Roberge wins this race and leads the most laps, there's a chance that next week would have mattered when it comes to the points because of the way the bonus points work out. But going into next week, he's pretty much there. But we don't make him a champion until he actually finishes it. He still has to show up. Way to go, Chris and Brad. Much love, Mark. How you doing, brother? So yeah, that's kind of the way it is. We want to make sure we look at that. Good.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. I'm good, brother. Number one, baby.
I know.
Number one.
Number one in our hearts. Number one on the racetrack. Number 14.
Yes, sir. Much love.
The old Kaz. There's not much to tonight's race other than just you had to win every restart.
Man, I got a good jump on the restarts. If you didn't notice,
yep.
I took off quick sometimes. I waited a little late. I was trying to confuse them a little bit, but it worked.
Would have needed to. I mean, a couple of gray and white checkers, and I mean 5 laps, maybe a different competition, but you know.
Yeah, I wished it would have went up. You know, I wish we could have had a battle there. But I'll take it, man. You know, I practiced hard last couple of days for this race, and it paid off.
Yeah, I mean, you
had a good.
I was gonna say you won the race on Wednesday, but the track drove completely different.
Yeah, I had a good long setup. That 50 lap run, that first caution, ran 50 or 60 laps, whatever, 50 laps, and I still had 82% on the right front, so I was good to go. I probably could have went to 70 like Chris and pitted.
Right.
I was a little nervous. He had 20 lap better tires, but I still had a good truck.
Yeah.
All those cautions, my tires were still good. I wasn't worried about it at all. I got a good jump there with all these restarts. I knew I was going to get out a little bit, get some clean air. Worked out.
It did. I
think I got the fastest lap and the most laps, so that's 2 extra points there, baby.
Oh yeah. Well, you're up 40 points coming in, and that's what I was talking about. Roberge and what he needed to do. He needed to lead the most. He needed to maximize all the bonus points and win the race tonight to even try to put a dent into it. And if you had a bad night, then that would have made next week a little bit more viable. So I mean, almost a shoe in for a championship. If you don't show up, then there's a whole different story there. But you know, there's a race to still have. I mean, you definitely want to get out there next week and try to win the last race of the season. You know, there's just more to it though that you know.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right, yeah. And I'm pretty good at Vegas. I'll do a lot of practice for that last one. I already got a practice open tomorrow, 2 or 3 hour practice. So hope some of these guys will come in and practice because I'm gonna be in there burning it down.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. I always you know, the saying in racing is that cautions breed cautions, and it's because, well, we saw it. Cautions breed cautions because they, you know, I mean, when the aggression gets cranked up to 1,000, then you know that you're waiting for the next caution. So you put yourself in precarious situations. You didn't have to do that tonight.
No, I didn't have to do that. How many cautions did we have, by the way? You know.
Yeah, sure did.
I figured you did.
Yeah.
It was too many, but overall, I'm happy. It was a good race. I wish we would have had less cautions, but this was a short track. We had 20 drivers or so. Oops, excuse me. I knew it was going to be tough. So
16 cautions for 77 laps.
Yeah, I think that's the record for us.
321 total incident points.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's very, yeah.
But it happens, and I say this with the biggest positive intentions in mind. Every league is going to have a race like this, and it's not indicative of what's going on out there. This was a short track that turned out to be all horsepower, big cojones, and
Yes, sir.
who's
Very tough too. Beth, I mean, my truck, I had to give it 4 laps with new tires, I mean, it was just loose. It was bad loose. It may have just been how I had it set up, but after about 4 laps, I could really go.
Mhm.
But it was just, man, you just had to really throttle control around this track, or you would spin out and lose it. It was tough.
You know,
Very, very tough.
that's why it is all about management. All right, man, give a shout out. Just get a victory here. We're going to talk to the rest of the drivers. And we'll
Alan
take a-
Tillery, I know my daughter will probably be watching later. I love you, Abby. Alan Tillery, thank you for all the help, for sponsoring me. I appreciate it. Heart to Heart. All the guys, I love racing with you. Bobby Joe, I hope you're catching a big fish. We missed you tonight, brother. And much love to you, Jason. Thanks for the broadcast. We really appreciate what you do. And it's an awesome job as always. Thank you.
I did more race controlling tonight than I did broadcasting. That was
I bet you did. You earned your keep tonight, my
that
friend.
was you know, I will say that I'm glad it wasn't Martinsville. I probably quit.
Yeah, probably. I would have probably quit with you, sir.
All right, my man. We'll see you next weekend, and well, actually, I'll see
Yes,
you guys
sir.
here in a little bit at the review.
Yes, sir. Much love, man. Appreciate it.
You too. That is Scott Casadave. He's going to be your race winner tonight. Chris Roberge is going to be your P2 finisher, needing a couple of extra laps to benefit that run, the race, the everything, the nonchalantness of making it happen. Tell me about it, Chris.
It was a tough track. I was struggling in practice for a bit, trying to get dialing when to take it easy with the throttle because there's a lot of fall control here, especially in the turns. And getting before entering the turns and exiting the turns, you gotta really take it easy. But I managed pretty well. At least I had some laps here. I just decided to go in after when I was like 50 some odd old tires or more. So I decided to go in to just get some tires and work my way up slowly. And man, those cautions killing me. And if I didn't have those cautions, I probably would have had. But it's all good. Started a good racer here, so try my best next race here.
Oh yeah, Las Vegas is going to be it's going to be a good race. We'll see. You're good at the mile and a halves, and between you and Scott and Dudley and I mean, actually anybody out here, if they save enough, they can make Las Vegas work out really well. Of course, I'm always going to root for you. The Olympics are going on. We talk about you and your Olympic journey. Who do you got this year in some of your favorite events? What do you think is going to happen for old Team Canada?
I'm not too sure. Team Canada is pretty strong, but it's just if they train a lot, they will get wherever they're gold or bronze or silver. So they just gotta focus on doing what they gotta do, and we could be on top. We don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, gotta root for your. I mean, of course, I'm gonna root for Team USA, but I'm also gonna root for the people that get out there and ally with it. It's supposed to be a peace and competition and bringing 206 countries together and making it happen, and that's pretty much what we've seen. Or 206 entries, I think is what it says. 206 nations have entered, which is crazy to think and to see how many different folks are out there. But from your experience during this Olympic era of the summer, what was give everybody the coolest thing that you were able to experience as an Olympian?
Well, I was in 2011. I went to Athens, Greece. So that was a really good experience. that's on the other side of the world from where we are and where the U.S. is too. We travel. It's just nice scenery, different sceneries, and different food, different cultures there, different language, but it's all good. They do speak a little bit of English there, but we had to translate there just to help us out. Really respectful people around everywhere.
Well, Roberge, I always love you. I think you're an incredible driver. I think you're an incredible human being, and you'll humble everybody, and that's exactly what matters. My man, give you shout outs. You got a P2 finish tonight.
Yeah, big shout out to Mark Retchen here. His son's in the hospital. Alan Retchen here. So this is the big support for him. He's been watching us up in us in our races here. Big support from them. Big support Retchen too. He Mark Retchen helped me out with some support. So just trying to do my best to help him out too. So big shout out to Chop Shop Racing here for me racing with them, and same with the Hrt2Heart for letting me race with them. They're great guys here. I'm a big support of Frank, my godson, and my wife.
Brother, much love to you. I'm gonna do.
And I can't forget one thing is I got my owner of my building here and watching me too.
Nice. Well, welcome in. Be nice to my buddy Chris. Okay, if you're out there watching for Chris, be nice to him. He's literally my favorite Canadian. Okay, but be nice to Chris. That's why he's the nicest.
Oh,
Canadian.
they're super nice to us. So
good.
That's all good.
Tell the missus I said hi. Tell Ange and the God family that we say hello, and give Frank a big hug for me. Okay.
Oh, will do.
All right, brother. Chris, we'll do the review up here in just a minute.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Roberge comes home P2, P3. Last but not least, the Dove Machine, the guy who had to, I wouldn't say send it, but you just kind of had to be a human pinball there for a little bit.
Make room. Everybody just seemed like they were racing hard, and it's hard to pass, and you just gotta use every corner pin on that truck tonight.
That's what we saw. We saw a lot of things happen throughout the racetrack, and some of it was just racing. Some of it was braking zones. It's so hard on these short tracks to make sure that what you're doing is maximizing your turn in, but also having to watch what's happening in front of you and what's happening behind you. Because at any given moment, somebody's not used to running behind you, or you're not used to running behind somebody else, and the braking zone is just completely different, or maybe the tire falls off just a little bit. It just seemed like tonight that was the biggest struggle, was just braking zones on restarts and getting a lap or two in and just trying to make that happen.
Yeah, I had a pretty good truck in the first run there that we had, the long run there. It came to me later in the run. I really was set up for a long run more than I was short run. I just had to get up on the wheel there at the end and do what I had to do, I got tagged in the rear going into one, and just had to drift the corner. It was a different race.
Not one we're used to, not what we're used to seeing, and I know that everybody likes to. We hate. I hate it when folks point fingers and do all that stuff, but the way that I see this racetrack and the way that I see the trucks is that we're two races away from the end of a season. Points matter, position points matter, but getting out there and having fun is what I think needs to be the bigger focus. And tonight iRacing had issues. Tonight iRacing had problems, and I was quite not thrilled with that to watch the struggles just make it worse on drivers getting into the corners, because you didn't know if iRacing was going to throw the caution. There was a late caution that I had to throw because iRacing really dropped the ball. But outside of the cautions, being able to move try to move through the corners and try to utilize the bottom of the race line on restarts. Where did you have to really push? Because I mean, if you think about turn 1 and 2, you know, the exit of the corner is the capitalization moment. But it was the back straightaway that we saw a lot of issues.
Well, I was really good coming out of the corner. Like that's where I was getting a lot of my runs on a lot of the guys. Um, Getting in, I was on the brakes earlier, which probably hurt me a little bit, but gave me the momentum to get off the corner. It's all about trying to get the truck to turn down there in the corner. You let it drift up, diamond it, and drive off.
Worked out. I liked it. I thought. I mean, I wanted to see green flag racing, but I will tell you that you know, it made for some interesting. I don't know, every league has this race. Every league goes through this one race where it's just like there's a lot of cautions. But at the end of the
It's
day,
gonna happen in every league. It's just a matter of which one. Uh, toward the end of toward the end of the year here, it's gonna get aggressive. You know, there's a lot of people battling for points, like you said, and you know, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun out here, racing against the Hrt2Heart boys. It's a fun league. Great group of guys all the way around. You know, we all have that competitor in us that wants to win, but at the end of the day, it's about having fun. You know, and getting away from everything we else do. That's what the Hrt2Heart series is about. You know.
I agree. Brad, you said it. You couldn't say it better yourself, man. Give your shout outs. You got a P3 finish tonight.
Well, first I want to give a shout out to Mark Retchen and Alan Retchen. Finally getting Retchen paint job up in the top 3. Been a challenge since I put it on my truck and my car over in the Cup Series. Um, Chop shop, but you know, I'm trying my best. Just haven't had the tracks line up lately. Um, Getting back to the front is nice and stuff. Also, I want to give a shout out to Dove Farm LLC, my normal sponsor. Um, my company. We're a long haul trucking company and naturally raised beef. Also, I want to give a shout out to my old lady and all the Hrt2Heart boys and everybody that's helped me along the way. Mike Striker, um, um, all the guys over at Chop. You know, they've helped me get better, and Hrt2Heart, what it's about. You know.
Exactly what I think. Brad, much love, man. We'll do the after action review here in a minute. All right, brother. That's Brad Dove. Come on, P3. Nice night for him tonight. I know a lot of people have to remember that racing. They're competitors here, and they're huge competitors. A lot of people put the grind on to be able to make this happen. So you know, it was a hard race. I agree, very hard race. Thank you to, of course, Alan Tillery. Thank you to Sino Carpets. Thank you to Buchanan Resort. Thank you to, of course, Autism Speaks, Steak and Shake. I didn't mention Steak and Shake today. There's a lot going on, so apologies if I missed any of the sponsors tonight. But make sure that you check all the links in the description. Find your local Steak and Shake. Go eat some of their food. Absolutely fantastic food. Thanking all the folks that helped us out. And, yeah, this was fun. It was challenging. It was challenging for the drivers. Actually challenging for me. So, but it was good. It was a good wake up call for me. So, Kaz Dave, your race winner. Chris Roberge, your P2 finisher. Brad Dove, you see the Dove Farm, the old 25 paint scheme for Retchen down there. Dudley finishes in 4th. My Roll Tide Alabama friend, giving some love out there. Of course, I did go to UNC, folks. So like, it's all. Like when I'm sitting here and I'm giving some love to somebody saying Roll Tide, it's all within the good heart of everything. Thank you to William Martin, top 5. So Martin able to rebound there. He's your biggest mover of the race as well. So congratulations to William Martin. Thank you to all our sponsors. We'll have a championship race tomorrow night. This series has their championship race next Saturday night. We're going to be Dirt Series on Monday night, Tuesday, we're going to be off for another week. We have the Truck Series coming up very soon. Wednesday's back with Sim 500 very soon as well. We're still looking for that one sponsorship, folks, for our Countdown to Green. So if you're still out there, you still want to be a part of that. We've had a lot of bites, and nobody's taken it just yet. A lot of people say I need, we need to get some money for it and all that stuff. But just a reminder, it's going to be a first come first serve thing, and unless we can find a different way to make it happen, then we'll go there. So, but tonight I feel like I earned my money, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you very much to everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for the AMP Racing Championship Series. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Be good. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, Budgie.